Alright, sorry for the backlit video, but came across this huge line of stored locomotives on the just off the INRD Hiawatha yard, which is right over there, that shed. Right here, we got all these engines, so I'm gonna take a look at every one. I got photos of them all already, so. But we got, first of all, these two CITX switchers. I'm not sure the exact model. I'll probably figure it out soon when I look up on Railroad Picture Archives. But we got CITX 1560 and 1561. Based on the number, they're probably MP15 DCs or something. These ones say Smart Start Equipped. Little tag right there. Paint on the numbers, logo shipping away, sadly. Next, we got this CITX genset. As you can see, it's actually in the CEFX paint scheme, but they added the CIT logo. And this is CEFX still, I guess. Number 1509. I have no idea what the locomotive model for this is. Not familiar with the genset locomotive models. Next up, down here we got CEFX 3164. Still in CEFX paint scheme. It doesn't say CITX on it anywhere, or CIT. Here's a look down the line of locomotives. Next up over here, CBFX 1105 has the CIT logo on it. But this is another little, this one's probably an SW. Again, I'm not really sure. There's no markings of the locomotive model, so. And I'm not really familiar with the switcher models. Just by looking at them, I have to look up the names or things like that. This I would say is an SD40T-2, but don't quote me on that, because again, there's no markings. For some reason, CEFX, CITX, all that, they do not like putting the locomotive model on the side. No idea why. Next up, we got the first SD9043MAC here. This one has just been rusting and deteriorating, and it's really sad because this is a really nice engine. But it's a like purplish, really dark red, maroon SD90. This is TNMR 107. TNMR is the Texas, New Mexico Railroad. You can see this driver door is boarded up, which is quite sad. There's the bell right there. I'm not gonna ring it because it might attract attention. The yard isn't far, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not. Most likely not. So, this one's also got the CIT logo on it. I think TNMR, like INRD, is another railroad that just long-term leases these MACs. This one is also missing the door on the front, on the nose. Pretty sad. Yeah, Texas, New Mexico, 107. Then we got CEFX 122, another SD9043MAC. This one's in a lot better shape. I haven't been to the other side. There's not really any good way to go over there, but as far as I can tell, this one's in a lot better shape. Still could use some work. Also, there's a little, oops, there's a little sign up there. I can't really read it. I have no idea what that's for. I can try and, whenever I'm looking at this, see if it says anything. But there's that. Again, CEFX 122. Wheels are super rusted up. Oops, I didn't zoom out all the way. This, if I had to guess, was also running on Texas, New Mexico, but I'm not for sure. Next we get to the oddities. We got two INRD GP38-2s, 3801 and 3805. I have no idea why they're here. I just recently saw them in service, and now they're directly in the middle of this line of engines, and I have no idea why. So this line of engines must not have not been here for that long, because like I saw this engine recently and 3805 in service. And also there's the patched out marker light. Indiana Railroad. Then we get 3805 up here. More marker lights. Again, I saw this in operation not that long ago. The trucks there. I would say no more than 2 months ago. I guess that gives it time to set, but I don't know. It's weird just seeing them here. Trust me, it gets weirder as we go further down the line. But it even looks like right here, the wheels have been like rusting away. There's the bell. Again, I'm not gonna ring it. Might attract attention, but yeah, just I don't understand how they're rusting that much already. There's no way these have been here for over 2 months, and they're just crazy rusting away. Next, we got probably the rarest locomotive from this line, PRLX 2858. This is former UP, and the thing that makes it rare, it's an SD40T-2. You can see they didn't even bother patching out the website, but SD40T, you can see there's the tunnel motor. I think that's what it's called. The horn, I don't know how you tell horns apart, like, without hearing them, but I think that looks a lot like a S3L or something. I feel like I've seen a locomotive with an S3L and it had a horn that looked like that. You see the low nose horizontal headlight, don't see that often in my area. But, keep going here, and you see they patched out Union Pacific. Yeah, this is definitely what you would call a tunnel motor. Is there even a motor? There's not even an engine. I don't know if this is where the engine would go. This is my first time seeing an SD40T-2 in real life. So I don't know if that's where the engine is supposed to go, but if it is, there's not one there. So I think they literally took the engine out. So this engine has no way to operate on its own power, making it literally like a cabbage. Next, we got a pair of INRD SD40s. The second one being probably the weirdest for this batch because of another reason. Once again, I saw both of these not long ago in service, but we got INRD 4001. The bent spike. Got the 6-axle EMD trucks. INRD.com. These I'm pretty sure INRD own. By the way, if I haven't said it already, I think I did, but this is a track owned by INRD. The yard down there is INRD Hiawatha yard. Probably their biggest yard. Well, actually, Senate Avenue is probably their biggest yard, but this is the second biggest. And this is where the engine shops are. There's a lot more action over there. Next, we got the weirdest of the batch. This is INRD 4005. Once again, I saw this in action recently, but the most interesting thing is that 4005, if you didn't know, is the veterans yard. I know it's just a Class 2 railroad, so it's not like super hard to catch it, but it is a special locomotive with like a special emblem, so I don't know why it's here. Maybe these are all having engine problems, I don't know. Like the one SD40T didn't even have an engine, but that's an SD40T, so. Next, we got INRD SD9043MAC. 9012. Now the SD90MACs that INRD owns are all long-term lease from CIT. In fact, I believe the other side of both of these says CIT next to the INRD.com sign. Here's the bell again. They basically are just normal EMD steel bells, I believe. On the Macs, at least. I don't know about the rest. Yeah, 9012 here. Just dead. Then we got CIT 403 GP38-2. There's the horn. I don't know what horn it is. CIT logo kind of chipping away. This looks like it was repainted not that long ago, honestly. But if it's chipping away, it probably was a while ago. I don't know. Look down the line. Starting way down there. And made our way down here. Next up, CEFX 3816. This one is former LIRC, Louisville and Indiana Railroad. This is another GP38-2. Last but not least, INRD 9009, another SD9043MAC. Look at the front. I have no idea what that is. That's kind of terrifying. Yeah, I don't know, but SD9043MAC. Oh, here comes the wind. Oh yeah, right there. CIT, as you can see. It's a long-term lease locomotive. I don't know if this is a sign that the lease on these is expiring, but that's kind of what I'm get a good exterior view. Take a look at the backside. Quite a long video here. Probably gonna take hours to freaking transfer it, but here's the back, and there's all the engines. So yeah, this is a huge line of stored locomotives in Jasonville, Indiana. Over and out.